some videos I've done in the past, I've said that I can't remember all of BYD's models and I don't know how many they have. And I said that I don't think anyone else can either. A few of you emailed me saying, here's how many models BYD have. And those numbers weren't quite right. There's actually 61 at this point in time. By the time this video is finished, there might be 62. 61 different models. That doesn't include different variants of those models. Here's every one of them. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. And I can't keep up, and I don't think anyone else can either. I read the comments on one of my recent videos where I challenged people to name how many BYD models there are. No one actually got it right. And I thought, you know what? I don't even know what they all are. So let's actually look into this and let's figure out what they all are. Here's how many there are, 61. I'm going to list them all. First of all, let's have a look at the BYD brand. There is sedans in the Dynasty series. The Han FEV plug-in hybrid, there's the DMI and the DMP, there's the Han EV as well. Then there's the Han L, which is the stretch version of the Han plug-in hybrid, and the Han LEV. The Han LEV is quite different to the Han EV because it uses BYD's new 1000 volt architecture, which has 1000 kilowatt fast charging. It also has, I think, about 1000 horsepower, something ridiculous like that. Really, really fast, not selling very well. I don't know why. Very, very cool car. Next, the Chin L plug-in hybrid, and there is the Chin L EV. They're more of an affordable model, so pretty good numbers for BYD in the Chin family sales. Chin Plus plug-in hybrid and the Chin Plus EV is basically the final Chin Plus family members. Now, sedans. Ocean crossovers, there is the Seal 05 DMI compact plug-in hybrid. There's the Seal 06 EV, midsize EV. The Seal 06 DMI, midsize plug-in hybrid. There's the Seal 07 DMI, full-size plug-in hybrid. And the Seal EV, midsize. Now, I should point out I believe there's also a Seal station wagon. I did a video on it a while back. So 61 models, I don't think I was right. I think it's actually 62. And I actually feel like I'm missing something here already. Anyway, let's get to the end. Hatchbacks. There is the Dolphin EV. There's two different versions of the Dolphin. There's the global version, the bigger version, and the smaller version in China. But I think they've actually homologated them now to the same size. There's the Seagull EV. Same thing. There's an international version, which is bigger than the Chinese version. And then there is the Seal 06 GT EV, which is a hatchback, but it's actually the biggest hatchback in the world. It's 4.6 meters long, so it's bigger than some non-hatchbacks that are called SUVs. Compact sedans. There is the Destroyer 05 plug-in hybrid. There is the Seal 5 DMI and the E7 EV. Now, I think the Destroyer 05 plug-in hybrid is called the Seal 5 DMI in some markets. Crossover SUVs. There's a whole lot of them. Stick with us. Sealion 05 plug-in hybrid and the Sealion 05 EV. Sealion 06 plug-in hybrid and the Sealion 06 EV. Sealion 07 plug-in hybrid and the Sealion 07 EV. Now, I feel like I'm missing a variant of one of these as well, but I wasn't able to confirm that. Song L plug-in hybrid and the Song L EV. Then there is the Song Plus plug-in hybrid and the Song Plus EV. The Song Pro plug-in hybrid only. Song Pro doesn't come in an EV version. Then you've got the Tang plug-in hybrid and the Tang EV. There's also the new Tang L plug-in hybrid. Same platform as the Han, basically the Han L. And there's also the Tang L EV. So the Tang L EV gets the same 1000 volt architecture, the new BYD Blade battery, 1000 kilowatt fast charging, and I think it's, like I said, about 1000 horsepower. Remarkable technology. Then we've got the UN Plus EV, which is called the Atto 3 globally. There's the UN Up EV, which I believe is the Atto 2, and the S1 Pro EV. Now, minivans, MPVs. The D1 EV, there's also the E6 EV, there is the E-Max 7 EV, and finally the Shia M9 plug-in hybrid. Pickup trucks. There's only one right now, but there will be a second one soon. There is the BYD Shark, the Shark 6 plug-in hybrid. But there's been spy photos. BYD do have another electric pickup truck. I think that's a fully electric version. It's a bit smaller than the BYD Shark, a bit more rounded. Doesn't look as good, but might be more practical for some people. So let's summarize all these models for BYD, right? Dynasty series, there's 8 models. Han plus the Han L, plus the Chin L, plus the Chin Plus, and they each have an EV and a plug-in hybrid version. There's the Ocean sedans, hatchbacks, and the Seal variants. There's 9 of these. Seal variants, Dolphin, Seagull, Destroyer 05, and E7. There's crossovers and SUVs, 18 of them. BYD Sealion series, Song, Tang, UN, S1 Pro. MPVs and minivans, there's 4. Pickup trucks, there's 1, but very soon going to be 2. So that's in total 41 different models. Alrighty, Yang Wang. We have the U7 plug-in hybrid and the U7 EV. The U7 is a very, very high performance luxury sedan from BYD's ultra premium Yang Wang brand, and it's meant to compete with the Mercedes S-Class. It has 960 kilowatt quad motors in total. So yeah, plenty of power. Now there is of course a plug-in hybrid version and a fully electric version. Then there is also the U8 range extended model. There is one of those. I just did a video on that. There's also the U8L, which is the stretch version of the U8, which is a pretty remarkable beast. It's the most expensive passenger vehicle that BYD sell at $181,000 US before options. Finally, there is the U9 EV. The U9 is BYD's supercar, and it has over 1,000 horsepower, but there is also a different U9. There is a U9 Track Edition, and that's the fastest BYD ever. In fact, it's actually the fastest electric car ever. It's done more than, I believe, 460 kilometers an hour, something like that. Insane vehicle. It has more than 3,000 horsepower from 4 motors, and as a result, it's very, very fast. All right, finally, we get to the Fangchengbao brand. There's 4 models of Fangchengbao. The Bao 5 plug-in hybrid, by the way, this is their off-road brand. Then there's the Bao 8 plug-in hybrid. There is the Tai 3 EV, the Tai 7 plug-in hybrid, and that's 4 models in total for Fangchengbao. Denza. Denza actually was a joint venture between Mercedes-Benz and BYD. Mercedes owned 50%, BYD owned 50%. Then BYD purchased, I believe, an additional 40%. So they owned 90%. And that's when BYD started making cars for the brand, started taking it seriously and really investing into the brand. Then BYD bought out the final 10% from Mercedes-Benz. That was a few years ago. Models, Z9 PHEV and the Z9 EV. Then we've got the Z9 GT PHEV and the Z9 GT EV. There is also the B5 plug-in hybrid. The B5 is a luxury mid-size plug-in hybrid SUV, which actually in some markets is also known as the Bao 5. So you could actually say this is one model. So we would have had 62 models, but I've reduced it to 61 because this is kind of a double up, just a different branding nomenclature. There's also the B8 plug-in hybrid. There's the N7 EV. There's also the N8L plug-in hybrid. There's the N9 plug-in hybrid. Then there's the D9 plug-in hybrid and the D9 EV. So in total, there's 11 different Denza models, or you could say, technically say 9 or 10, depending on how you actually count them. In total, that makes 61 distinct different models. And therefore, there's about 41 BYDs. There is 5 Yang Wangs. There is 5 Fangchengbao and 10 different Denza models. That's a lot. So yeah, I guess it's kind of understandable that no one really remembers all of them. they do change as well. I mean, BYD obviously introduce new models pretty regularly, and they have, I believe, more engineers than any other company in history. I believe they have more than 1 million employees now, BYD. So growing very, very fast. Guys, out of all these cars, I'm curious to know, which of them is your favorite? I personally would absolutely love it if they made the BYD Shark as EV only. Just put a bigger battery in there, put in the new Blade battery, the new higher energy density battery, the one that's 185 watt hours per kilogram of energy density. Put that in there. I reckon maybe say about 120 kilowatt hour battery, and for me, it would be absolutely perfect. I have heard they're going to make an electric ute in the future, so fingers crossed. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.